This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 31. Villains Away on Empower Your Pattern. I'm Jimi Hendrix. I am a motivational speaker, Success and Thrive coach, adversity authority, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I desire to help those that desire more, that desire to enjoy a better and extraordinary life. It's my hope to give you these spiritual tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. Okay, I had did a take on this episode before that I never published. And I'll be honest with you why I didn't publish it. I don't feel like I had a proper attitude with this because, well, quite frankly, I'm not too kindly disposed to talk too much about Hollywood, okay? And this is just being as honest with you as I can. The problem is, people ask, I had a college roommate ask me, when and why did the villains become so celebrated and empowered in Hollywood and the media in general? Well, okay. The blunt answer? Standards have been frittered away. No thanks to our reactive culture and the enemy of our souls. I've said this, the enemies are our soul, Satan, Hasatan, Lucifer, however you want to call him, wants to destroy us. And if they're going to glorify villains, they're going to glorify him. But here's the thing, okay guys, here's the thing. We are about to go into a more in-depth reason. That first one about the standards being frittered away because of the reactive culture. That was a blunt answer. But I want to give you, well, a more fair answer. You see, we'll take a venture here. For as long as I could remember, back when it was 1978, I was 8 years old and in kindergarten. And, well, there was the show, Dallas. When I was a kid, I remember villains all over the TV. It's covered from movies, cartoons, video games. Now, back in 1993, the statistics was that about the time a child graduates from high school, you've seen 70,000 murders. But I don't know what it is in 2010, and quite frankly, this is not really my specialty. I'm not one to go into statistical analysis. Now, I know a lot of political scientists are. I'm an amateur at that because, like I said in my last episode, I only had a bachelor's degree in political science. I'm using it more to work on the leadership angle of personal development, which I hope to get to pretty soon. Alright, now, listen to me. The villains are being celebrated because people think that they have a power and a potential beyond we average people. Beyond we average people. But you know what? There are some ordinary folks that are also villains. Wolves in turds' clothing, if you know what I mean. So think about that. Think about that. So, really and truthfully, this is nothing new. It's just, for most of my life, 43 years, I've seen it on TV. And in my late childhood and early teens, I was thought, seeing all these villains being glorified and getting, I was like, oh, the world's gone too far. I thought the people that I idolized, in the past and in the present could take care of it, but, well, that's why I'm here. Now, let me give you a caveat here. In some ways, I sympathize with the villains. I don't sympathize with their behavior, okay? It's wrong. It's wrong. But I can almost get into the idea of why they do it. Something in their psyche is flawed. It's flawed. They've had a past, a background, where all that's been modeled to them, or maybe nothing's been modeled to them, Parents, fragmented marriages, broken homes, broken lives. And so they think that the only thing that they can do is be a villain. Now, some of them like the hero versus villains in the DC universe. We don't, except for maybe the Joker, we don't know that much of. I don't know that much about their background. I don't. But I honestly think that the media, whether it's news, you hear all these stories, Harry Weinstein, that billionaire, what was his name? Both of them that were involved in sexual scandals and sexual harassment and all that. And the media just glorifies them and eats that up. I know why they eat it up. And the season that I'm going to be starting in July is going to be dealing with that. Mainly, our reactive culture, Plain truth. Plain truth. They think that the villains, I'll give you a few that I've kind of admired and also love to hate. There's Lex Luther. I like him because he's trying to build his company and conquer the world. Some villains are just ambitious. And so there's, that's one thing. And then there's another one is, that I sort of sympathize with is J.R. Ewing. He's the oldest. He probably didn't have too much love from his parents, so he thought, well, I'll get the attention by being a villain, okay? And so there's also, because J.R., he just wants to be loved and respected, but he goes about the wrong way. And then there's the Joker, And imagine how that would have been felt to be dropped into a vat of chemicals. And he becomes this clown that's trying to take over Gotham City. Who knows why he chose criminality before he was dumped into that vat of chemicals? You think about that? The Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Scorpion. I can sort of identify with him. Someone killed some of his family and clan. And so he feels like he has to be out there for revenge. Possibly help take Earthrealm. And so that's why he has to do what he has to do. And then there's Sub-Zero. I think that Scorpion is his brother. And there's deep sibling rivalry. And believe me, I understand sibling rivalries. It don't make it right. Okay? I'll be honest with you, it don't make it right. But I have to say this. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I think Sub-Zero was more level-headed, but still it's problematic. I hope that you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the Empower Your Pattern community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, do what others don't so you can be what others want. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. Take care. And God bless you.